The relics, temples, monuments, and ancient cities built by our ancestors still stand tall and proud, enduring the countless ups and downs of time. To stand as a testament to humanity's timeless intellect and talent. However, admiring those structures only fills us with awe without being able to explain how they were created. The mysteries of ancient engineering and technology remain unanswered to this day. From the towering pyramids to the intricate water systems, humanity still cannot fully comprehend the construction methods and techniques of ancient temples. Here are some of the great technological marvels that humanity continues to explore. The ancient Inca water system in Chimay, Peru. When discussing the technical achievements of ancient times, one cannot overlook the Inca civilization in South America. The Incas built magnificent architectural structures even in the most rugged terrains. One of the most impressive examples is the ancient water channel system in Chimay, Peru. This passage is believed to have appeared more than 3,500 years ago. This structure is notable for being carved directly into a block of volcanic rock, situated at an elevation of over 300 meters above sea level. This square-shaped canal channels water from the melting snow atop high mountains down to the arid valley cities below. Not only the stone carving skills, but the very construction and maintenance of such a complex water channel system in high mountainous terrain is what truly amazes us. The Little River. But the more pressing question is how the Incas, or even an older ancient civilization, could create such an intricate system without possessing any modern technology. Some hypotheses even suggest that this system could be the creation of an ancient civilization, more advanced but now vanished without a trace. Above this water conduit system are natural volcanic rock formations standing about 18 meters high. Many people wonder whether these rock formations are truly natural creations or the work of ancient people. Although there is no definitive answer yet, the ingenuity and adaptability of the Incas to nature created a magnificent wonder that remains a mystery challenging the scientific community to this day. Legends and mysteries surrounding the Maiden Tower of Azerbaijan. Welcome to Azerbaijan, a land of enchanting fairy tales and mysterious legends, where we will behold the Maiden Tower standing in the heart of Baku's ancient city. One of the oldest structures in the region, yet its origin and original purpose remain a mystery to this day. This tower is located in the ancient citadel, surrounded by thick stone walls, and is the most significant architectural structure in the city. However, the construction period of the tower remains a highly debated issue. Many scholars believe the tower was built in the 12th century, but upon closer examination of the stones forming the structure's three lowest levels, they realized that it might have existed over 2,500 years ago, or even longer. This means the tower may have existed before the birth of Islam, and if true, it was likely a structure of religious significance. It most likely belongs to the Eurasian belief system, one of the world's oldest religions. Another hypothesis suggests that the upper tier of the tower may have been used as an astronomical observatory. The protruding stone blocks from the tower are believed to be linked to the lunar cycle, corresponding to the waxing and waning of the moon in the lunar calendar. This demonstrates that ancient architecture was exquisitely designed, while also reflecting the profound astronomical knowledge of our ancestors. Thap Tran knew. However, there is no historical evidence to verify the existence of that story. However, the tower remains a colossal architectural masterpiece, always drawing visitors from all corners to admire it. The stone sculptures in Saint Malo, France, are the pinnacle of creative artistry. We continue our journey of discovery to the land of Saint Malo in Bretagne, France, a place famous for its mysteriously carved rocks by Abbé Fauré. The story of Abbé Fauré is a brilliant testament to the power of will and creativity. In the 19th century, Abbé Fauré was left half paralyzed after a stroke, which caused him to lose his ability to hear and speak. However, he chose a reclusive lifestyle and began the journey of carving strange shapes into the coastal rocks. Despite having only half of his body intact, Abbé Fauré persevered for over 25 years to carve more than 300 unique stone artworks on the mountain cliffs. Many of these works were inspired by folk tales about the Raudanou pirate family, figures rumored to possess the ability to see for miles across the vast ocean. These sculptures are not only a testament to boundless creativity, but also reflect the indomitable spirit of a person who, despite physical disability, resiliently rises above fate. Additionally, several wooden sculptures crafted by Abbé Fauré were almost completely destroyed in the 1944 fire. However, the legacy he left behind remains as captivating as ever, drawing countless people to admire and revere it. Long Sun Quarry and the abandoned giant stele in China. One of the structures that astonishes people with both its scale and intricacy is the Yangshan Quarry in China, the source of most of the stone used to build the grand monuments in Nanjing. However, a massive, unworked stone block still remains at this quarry. This is a giant stele erected by order of Emperor John Ko in the 15th century to honor his father at the Min Hu Lan Mausoleum. Although the workers had finished carving the entire top, base, and body of the stele, they abandoned the work midway. Perhaps its enormous size discouraged them. This stone pillar stands 45 meters tall, 9 meters wide, and 4.5 meters thick, leaving people wondering how the ancients managed to transport such a massive rock. To this day, we still cannot comprehend how ancient artisans could carve with such exquisite and meticulous detail on such large-scale works. One of the most remarkable advancements in the field of construction by our ancestors was the discovery and application of steel in daily life. But the crucial question remains unanswered: when will this invention truly come to life? The technology involving the use of steel and other metals likely emerged very early, much earlier than what we commonly assume. But this type of metal was found in many temples and massive structures in remote regions such as Cambodia, Peru, and Akan. The presence of metal artifacts at these structures proves that metallurgical techniques had developed very early and were widely utilized in many parts of the world. This further confirms that ancient civilizations interacted, learned from, and shared technologies with each other on a much deeper level than existing historical records suggest. Since ancient times, our ancestors skillfully used small metal clamps to bind massive stone blocks into a solid, unshakable structure. Numerous archaeological findings have proven this, including at renowned sites like the Patanon Temple in Achans. However, historians often dismiss this evidence because they cannot convincingly explain the technology behind it. On many adjacent stone slabs in ancient structures, the traces of metal clamps remain clearly visible, as evidenced by archaeological images. However, the steel structure itself no longer exists. It was most likely dismantled long ago to serve other construction projects after the original structures were completed. The marks of metal clamps still etched into the massive stone blocks reveal clues about the construction methods of ancient structures from the past. Analysis at ancient sites such as Puma Pinsu, an area belonging to the Chihuahua-Nicu civilization in Bolivia, has uncovered traces of metal containing platinum particles. A metal can only melt at temperatures above 1,700 degrees Celsius. This inevitably makes us wonder, how did ancient people generate extremely high temperatures to use platinum in construction? Olive oil, a longevity secret passed down through millennia. It is believed that humans began extracting olive oil around 5,000 years ago. This process involves the following steps: planting olive trees, harvesting the fruit in September, then crushing the olives using a press to extract the golden liquid that flows from them. In ancient times, olive oil was not only used for cooking but also served as fuel for lighting, a raw material for soap production, and even had medicinal purposes. To this day, olive oil remains an essential ingredient in the cuisines of many Middle Eastern and Mediterranean countries. The production process of olive oil has been refined over many centuries. One of the most sophisticated ancient oil presses ever discovered was found in the ruins of a house near Herodion Palace in Israel. Some parts of this ancient oil press have been reconstructed, allowing visitors to better visualize the oil extraction process of the past. This press dates back approximately 2,800 years and operates on the principle of leverage. Large stone weights were placed on the lever to apply pressure to the basket of olives beneath. Although it appears rudimentary, this method is extremely effective and has been widely used for over the following 8 centuries. The mystery of the sculptures in Kuala Lumpur, India. In Madhya Pradesh, India, there are other mysterious stone statues known as Gopalchan, also called Gopalchan Parvachan. These statues may have been carved in the 7th century or later, possibly even the 15th century. However, scientists have yet to determine their exact age. This shows how little we know about these exquisite sculptures, which were found on the walls of the Kuala Lumpur fortress. Most of the statues depict Tirthankaras, the revered saints of Jainism, either in the traditional meditative Padmasana posture or the standing Kayosara stance. The unique aspect is that these statues are all in a nude state, a characteristic feature commonly seen in the figurative art of Chinese religion. In many other regions of India, sculptures in the Chinese style also appear, but nowhere possesses as many colossal statues as in Gopalchik. The Chinese people seem to have painstakingly transformed an entire massive cliff into a colossal temple. According to historical records, in 1527, the Mongol Emperor Papo ordered the destruction of these statues. However, the Chinese community later restored them by attaching new heads made of mortar. Despite being heavily ravaged by time, these statues still stand tall, a testament to the enduring resilience and fervent religious faith of the Chinese people. The mystery of Absalom's tomb in the Kidron Valley, Jerusalem. The tomb of Absalom, also known as Absalom's Pillar, is a mysterious architectural structure located in the Kidron Valley of Jerusalem. This structure stands out with its distinctive conical roof and is also tied to many legends. It is believed to be the resting place of Absalom, the son of King David mentioned in the Bible. However, modern archaeologists and historians all dismiss this possibility. They argue that the tomb could not have been built before the 1st century, while Absalom lived and died more than 3,000 years earlier. The base of the tomb is the burial site, while the top is a Nephes memorial, a type of monument commonly found in Jewish graves. The tomb has 3 burial areas, but the exact identities of those interred here remain undetermined to this day. Clearly, this tomb was built for important figures, but their identities remain a mystery forever. The underground Chantouin Church is located in Abid-Chedona, France. Here are the natural English translations for your options. Unlike conventional churches, this structure was carved directly into the solid limestone hillside, becoming the largest underground church in Europe. Building an underground church is certainly a much greater challenge than constructing one above ground. But perhaps the ancient builders saw this as the ultimate challenge to demonstrate their faith. Scientists and archaeologists state that this entire church was completely built by hand in the 12th century. Though the church's style appears rustic and simple, this is understandable given that the entire structure was built entirely by hand. However, the scale of the church is incredibly impressive and leaves people in awe. The main hall of the church is supported by 2 massive stone blocks, lifting the ceiling up to 60 feet. There is also a narrow staircase, allowing visitors to climb up and admire a panoramic view of the church from above. It is believed that this church was originally built to preserve important religious relics. In a spacious room, there is a reliquary believed to originate from the First Crusade. In another room, there are up to 80 stone coffins, believed to be the resting place of the martyred saints. Although the authenticity of these relics cannot be verified, Chantouin Church remains an architectural masterpiece, a testament to the devotion and skilled craftsmanship of the medieval era. The legendary Lycaris Cup, a peculiar artistic masterpiece. We are exploring one of the most fascinating mysteries of ancient art, the Lycurgus Cup. The special feature of this cup is that it changes color dynamically depending on the viewer's perspective. The frame can be red or green, which leaves many people in awe of the exquisite craftsmanship of ancient artisans. The Lycurgus Cup, a 1,600-year-old ancient artifact, has astonished generations for centuries. The special feature of this case is that it can change color depending on the viewing angle of the light and the intensity of the surrounding light when observed. Lycaris is not just an ordinary ancient cup, but also a remarkable testament to the glassmaking techniques of antiquity, crafted from color-changing glass. Durograst is a unique type of glass, capable of reflecting light from various angles, creating a mesmerizing and visually stunning color-shifting effect. When the light shines from behind, the glass will appear green, but if the light shines directly from the front, it will turn red. This shows that the craftsman who made the Kop Bang understood the working principle of this special type of glass. Perhaps they don't fully understand why glass reacts that way. Even more intriguing is that, to this day, archaeologists have yet to uncover any similar artifacts. It can be reasoned that only the skilled artisans of ancient times truly understood the potential of this type of glass and could create such exquisitely beautiful masterpieces. And who knows, when that craftsman passes away, the trade secrets might vanish with them forever. The ingenious hydraulic engineering of ancient Persians, the Qanat system. From above, looking down on a remote area in Ganabad, Iran, the long, winding pits etched into the ground appear no different from natural formations, seemingly nothing out of the ordinary. However, this is only the visible part of a vast and intricate system known as Kiera. an ancient hydraulic marvel also referred to as the Quonic system. This is one of the most remarkable surviving examples of an ancient water supply system. Surprisingly, this technology is still being used in some countries like Iran, Libya, Turkmenistan, and Afghanistan. About 3,000 years ago, on the arid lands of the ancient Persian Empire, people faced a survival challenge: how to bring water to sustain their lives. The answer is the Kiara system. It is an extensive network of underground tunnels spanning miles, connecting streams with subterranean reservoirs below. The small holes we observe from above are actually ventilation shafts for the underground tunnel system below. Additionally, they serve the function of drawing water from underground streams to supply the residential area. Building a medium-sized Quonic system is a grueling process that requires years of relentless effort. The entire work had to be done manually, using only hoes and shovels. For a project as massive as Kiara, it could take decades to complete. Thanks to patience and skillful craftsmanship, these structures helped the people overcome harsh conditions, enduring steadfastly for hundreds of years. The legend of the ancient airplane in Ikub. At first glance, the 2,200-year-old bird statue from Ikub appears to be just an ordinary avian sculpture, much like many other bird statues we've known from this civilization. But if you look closer, you'll discover that this statue holds something truly special. Aside from its eyes and beak, which are characteristic of birds, every other detail makes it resemble a modern aircraft more than a living creature. The statue's wings were delicate, smooth, and completely featherless, looking entirely different from ordinary bird wings. The statue's wings have a square shape, distinctly different from the pointed or rounded styles commonly seen in other bird statues. If relying solely on random similarities, one might easily mistake this for mere coincidence. However, aerodynamic studies have proven that the statue's shape fully complies with modern aerodynamic principles. In the 1970s, researchers created a miniature version of the statue and unexpectedly discovered it could levitate in the air. Then is this an anomaly in the flow of history? Or perhaps just a toy made by an ancient ACAB artisan for their child? Unaware that they had actually created a model airplane more than 2 millennia ago? Perhaps we will never know the truth, but this discovery has opened up many fascinating hypotheses about the creative capabilities and technical prowess of the ancient ACAB people. The technologies and mysteries of ancient civilizations remain an endless source of inspiration for archaeologists and scientists today. Despite many mysteries yet to be uncovered, it must be acknowledged that the achievements humanity has made thousands of years ago are truly astonishing. These discoveries not only showcase the ingenuity of ancient people but also make us ponder the true limits of ancient technology.